up.
Sally Struthers.
Unique New York.
New York.
I wasn't ready for that bit.
Yeah. Hey, welcome everybody, all you people in podcast land. Welcome to Dark Eidolon Presents
Critical Drinks
with your hosts,
Andy Aguilar.
And Andrew Smith.
Oh yeah.
And Brandon Brooker. And welcome back to My Best Friend. Yeah, the My Best Friend show. Yeah. Welcome back to Critical Drinks. We're back at it again, baby, with some more Pathfinder. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Galarian, or I don't know, sailing away from Galarian. I don't know what's going on. But welcome back, everybody. Yeah. So you're listening to Critical Drinks, where three dummies get on the internet, roll dice, and drink beverages. And we like to ask the question here. We're all real curious about what you drinking on.
What you drinking on?
Yeah, Andrew, what you drinking
on? I'm drinking, changing it up a little bit tonight.
Ooh.
Some wild turkey.
Nice.
And a cup.
Yeah.
A little bit of Coke in there. A little Coke
Nice.
to keep it fresh and give me some caffeine.
Yeah. Exactly. I like a little bit of caffeine in there.
Yeah, whiskey and Coke. Can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with that.
Just enough not to scar myself permanently and roll down the stairs.
This is the marathon. This isn't no sprint.
Right.
We're not trying to get smashed.
No, we're not trying to get smashed, but
Mm-mm.
I mean, what I'm drinking on is this whole entire case.
I will drink this entire case in the course of 30 minutes. And
in the course of 30 minutes.
Look at this bitch.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Ah, man. Usually I'm there to take half of those off your hands.
I know, right? And I'm keeping it right here, so there's no.
You got some peepers. Nice.
No beer breaks. Got the peepers to the side here.
Yeah.
Keep me company. Yeah.
Excellent.
So, Andy, what about you? What you drinking on? As it slowly slides. Whoa, that was a cool commercial.
Oh man, I got another one. Oh man.
Oh shit. Oh jeez.
Oh,
Ooh-wee.
oh man. Ooh-wee. I got that VC.
Yep.
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
cherry
me.
coming at you.
I can't help myself.
This drink continues.
So, not to cut through everything, but how you guys been?
Fucking yeah, Andrew, how you been? Yeah.
Can't complain. Just
Can't
working, living. That's about it.
Working and living. Wow.
Same here.
Hey, same.
Trying not to catch that COVID-19, I hear, is a big deal.
It's a thing out
Have
there.
you heard about this?
Have you seen this? COVID-19. Who would have thought?
What's that?
Well, actually, Brandon, it's a conspiracy that the government has put out to trick its citizens into getting these chips into their arms to where they're sheeple. It's all the sheeple.
I'm gonna look this up right now on One American.
Put my Alex Jones voice on. Turn to the frog state.
Your face is gonna get real red all of a sudden.
Yeah. Wait, who's this superhero Q? What is this?
QAnon?
QAnon?
He's so deep in the White House that as soon as Trump was out of office, he would no longer he was no longer to be heard from again.
Pretty sure he's still tweeting. Actually, no, I don't think he's still tweeting.
Is he still? I don't know.
I don't think so. He's on timeout still.
Who? Yeah, he's on timeout. Trump? Yeah, he's not on Twitter.
Yes.
No.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Q. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't care. I watched the documentary on HBO and I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish it. I was just like, I am wasting my life even learning about this right now.
Imagine if you believed it. Imagine how
right,
much of your life you'd be wasting if you believed it.
Yeah, just watching it, you're able to dictate that. Like, you know what?
Yeah. Hey, if there's any Q listeners out there, turn us off and never fucking listen to us again.
Please turn us off. Yes.
Go away.
I don't want whatever you have.
I don't want whatever you have.
That's exactly what an agent for the U.S. government would say.
Yeah, man. Turning off the pod.
They're listening. They're listening.
It just bags go over our heads. We get dragged out of these rooms. Like,
wait. Let me
the psyops is over.
Yeah. let's don't dive too deep into conspiracy theories on the podcast.
All right, that'll be a different thing.
I want to get flagged.
So that's how I'm doing.
Yeah, I think even us mentioning like COVID-19 and saying that it's fake could be like we'll get one of those little stickers, be like, this is not, whatever, CDC approved or whatever. Yeah,
something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. No, but we're just gonna drink some beers and play some role-playing games,
right?
If that's okay with y'all.
Escape from it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. A little bit of escapism. Go to Galarion. You know, be a pirate.
Yeah.
Who knows what?
Be a pirate now. Yeah. We like leveled up and shit.
Yeah, you guys
leveled up our characters.
And that'll be down the road. But yeah, so you guys have all leveled up. You got some new skills, some new spells, maybe. Who knows?
Totally.
I'm excited.
I don't know. Just before we get into the game or whatever, I guess. I don't know. I've been like editing the last episode, the chapter 1, since we excuse me, and since we changed, the bees hit. Since we kind of changed some stuff up, we're doing the first season is going to be the Tale of the Black Belafonte, and last time was chapter 1, the voyage began. This will be chapter 2. ... Haven't in the episode yet, so
right. We tend to name our episodes after certain events or certain lines that happen in episodes.
Exactly. Yeah. But I don't know. Just like editing the podcast, trying to see what kind of changes we could make. I don't know. And then also, I kind of wanted to talk about. I don't know, like listening to the podcast and editing the podcast and listening to your own voice like over and over again is kind of weird. And I've done it so many times. Like now I'm like, do I even like myself? Do I even know my own personality? Like sometimes I just want myself to like shut the fuck up.
All underneath Brandon's screen is just notes that just criticize himself. Like, no one likes you.
Idiot.
No one wants to hear what Brandon has to say.
Stop showing your face.
Yeah.
Why are you even doing it? Yeah.
Just turn your camera off.
I don't know, man.
Stop.
I don't know. I say words wrong a lot. A lot of times I don't know what I'm talking
about.
You're
focusing on yourself, but you're not realizing that we all make all those mistakes. I ramble on. I forget whose turn it is. Like, come on.
Yeah. And also we're drinking, I know, but still. I don't know,
if you think you're doing a bad job, just wait until we deep dive into some lore in this episode and I butcher the shit out of like religion. If there's a comment section, they're going to be like, it's kind of hard to believe that, anti-paladin wouldn't be aware of this god, know how to say the name. Actually,
if you worship Diomede,
last wall was actually exactly.
They're opposing deities.
Fair warning. Yeah. Just leave me alone. I'm just trying to have fun, guys.
Go away, leave me alone.
Go away, leave me alone. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we're playing Pathfinder the way we know how to play Pathfinder. So
right. Yeah, when I don't listen to rules. I have rules. There are no rules.
Schmools.
There are no rules.
There are no rules.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know.
Oh, wait,
I did a lot of editing. Yeah, I did a lot of editing, and I don't know. That's really all I did all week.
So Brandon went through an existential crisis. 2 weeks. Andy?
Yeah, Andy, 2 minutes too.
Let's see. I just work all the damn time. Like we just recently had to fire somebody, so kind of like trying to get people to cover those shifts. So that's fun. Working on a Sunday, working 6 days in a week.
I was gonna say, how did you tell them to pack up their shit and get the fuck out and never come back?
So do you want me to get into detail?
No, you really don't. You probably shouldn't. Because
so essentially, it's okay. Essentially, I stole a skateboard, denied it, and then when we asked them about it, they said that they didn't have the skateboard when it was clear that this person had the skateboard. We all saw this person skate away on the board, and
I got no skateboard. He just rolls away.
Yeah,
he just does a kickflip and just gets the fuck out of there. Like, what?
So the guy whose board it was asked if anybody had it. Another employee said yes, and then we contacted the.
Oh, he cut out.
And when we had to bring in a regional manager, and they basically were fired after that because they technically didn't know what happened to it.
I'd like to think that there's a highlight video of him in some parking lot just doing a bunch of tricks and then wheeling off his. That wasn't me.
Wow.
I mean, you hit the sick rail, but you're definitely fine.
It was my first time firing somebody.
At least it was a pretty like easy reason, you know.
Yeah.
That's like a thief. So yeah.
Yeah.
Also, did the homie get the skateboard back?
Yeah. We had to pay them out of pocket, meaning from the store. So that was one of the reasons why homie had to be fired, because he didn't want to pay out of pocket.
Oh, so y'all bought you bought homie a new skateboard?
Whoa. That's kind of nice.
That's pretty nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. That was my week.
That's crazy.
You never know. Some companies might just be like, I guess next time chain up your skateboard.
Right. Yeah.
You're fired too.
Just chain up your skateboard. Yeah, you're fired too. Definitely.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Who chains up their skateboard?
So he had an existential crisis. I had to fire somebody. Andrew.
I just the conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
COVID-19. I had nothing. Just a plain vanilla,
I woke up. I stared at a
wall. Just researched the Q and sat. Look, I live in suburbia. Nothing. Nothing changes. Every day is the same. I say the same people, and it's just over and over and over again.
Like clockwork.
That's my crisis.
That's my crisis.
This is my hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually sounds wonderful.
So, that being the case, can we escape?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Can we board the Black Belafonte? Let's
go.
I think so.
Let's do this. So if we remember, you guys actually sailed away from Cheliax, right? You guys looted what you wanted from the blacksmith. You guys got some adamantine. Adamantine. Yeah, I wanted to call it the other thing.
I'm just going to call it adamantium.
Yeah, I know, right? Might as well be. You guys sailed away and you recovered the Belafonte, correct?
Yeah, yes, we did.
As well as that, you dubbed it the Black Belafonte. And now you guys have basically, the whole crew is down to be pirates. Whatever past stories, whatever past things they had, they're kind of putting those to the side to join the crew aboard the Black Belafonte. That being said, you guys also decided to not return to pick up Zero/Luthien, and decided to just basically head to Lastwall.
Yes.
And Lastwall it's going to be like you're heading out of Cheliax, you're heading west, then you're going north up the coast, and then you got to be able to find a port and to be able to, dock there and then head into Lastwall. And now, the one person that does know the location of Lastwall and who has past experience there is Brock Brutus. He was formerly a paladin. This is where he learned the ways. But beyond that, we don't really know much else. He hasn't let on anything about it. It's not really something that he talks about. So, that being the case, where we're going to pick up is you guys have docked in a location north of Cheliax, and you guys we're going to pick up, like, you guys are, like, getting everything off the docks to head inland to head to your location.
Okay.
Right.
Head towards like the temple?
Correct. Heading to because Lastwall is more inland. It's not like on the coast or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good. You have a question?
No, I was just no, it's fine.
Okay. So you guys,
good job.
You guys land, docks, and everything like that, but you're not sailing any specific colors or anything like that because, as far as you guys know, the Belafonte is still a rogue ship, formerly of the Chelaxian Navy. So you guys aren't flying those chillaxian colors, I'm assuming, right?
No.
Because that would be stupid.
Right.
So
eventually
you'll have to come up with some sort of flag.
I take the flag down. I take the flag down, but I keep it. We don't destroy it. I don't want to destroy the flag. But yeah. Do we need a flag?
No, not
we'll
necessarily.
Cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
All right. So we're a flagless, bannerless vessel.
But as far as you know, as being on the sea, money talks. So if you dock in a place and you pay, your docking fee and everything like that, no one's really going to ask questions. And on top of that, I'm assuming, Brock, you're not rocking those chillaxian colors anymore, right? Like you don't have that tabard on anymore.
No, I would have changed out into one of those sweet blackmail
You're rocking,
shirts.
Yeah. Cool. So
that being the case, shirt?
Yeah, that being
mithril shirt.
As you guys dock, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a black mithril shirt. As you guys dock,
I'm wearing one too.
Yeah. And again, as you guys dock, no one really gives you any questions like that. You guys pay your docking fee, the guy grabs your gold, and basically just leaves you to your business. So as everyone is starting to kind of get things off of the ship, because the one person that does know the location is Brock Brutus. Seeing as Fritz isn't from this country, he doesn't exactly know where Lastwall is. And seeing as how everyone else isn't really like religion-based, except for one person in particular, Brock Brutus is really the only one who knows where you guys are going. And he hasn't let on too much just yet. He's kind of been vague about why he wants to go here. And so that being the case, give me a knowledge history, Fritz.
Okay. Oh, 6. I got a 8.
You're not sure where you're at. You're not sure where you're going. All this looks really foreign to you. You're not really sure about anything.
Of course not. I'm not from up here, man. I don't know where
this isn't your country.
No.
Give me
and we're off. Are we off the ship?
Yeah, like you guys are in basically like your ship is docked and you're basically like getting like everything tied up so that way you guys can make your trek to Lastwall. But you don't know exactly where that is. And now give me a knowledge local roll, Fritz as well as Brock. Knowledge local.
Oh, actually, I got a 21.
Okay. Brock, what'd you get?
14. Yeah, 14.
Okay, so that being the case, you rolled kind of low, but you've been here before, and you're kind of like looking around like, oh shit, like this is actually where when originally you entered Lastwall, you actually got off on these same docks and entered the same location. This is why this is the one spot to get to Lastwall. And Fritz, since you rolled so high, you've actually heard tales of Lastwall before by none other than Zero.
Yeah.
He's mentioned it. And he's mentioned how you got to head east, but you got to make sure that you don't cross into Orklands when you're going to the Lastwall. He always makes sure that never to head too far north because that's when you'll get into Orklands. Since you rolled so high, you kind of remember that.
Yeah, so I tell Brock, Zero told me that there's orcs to the north, so we have to stay east. Yeah.
So, Fritz, can I talk to you for a moment before we maybe in the captain's quarters somewhere private?
Yes, Captain.
There's something I need to tell you before we proceed any further on this mission.
Yeah, and Fritz gets out his little pipe and he starts to load it, and he's like, I'm listening.
Look, I have some history here in Lastwall. A lot. In fact. Knights of Ozum used to be me. Used to be one. It was my old order before I threw it all away and became anti-paladin for Chiliax. Us going to Lastwall gonna put a lot of threat on my life. I'm not exactly welcome in Lastwall, but it's the only place we can go right now that we can seek refuge from that Chiliaxian naval fleet. I just want you to know that. Look, Fritz, I'm going to be honest with you. You always bring up how big of a piece of shit I am, and I don't care about anything, and just just a real negative guy towards me overall.
Me?
Let it out. Let him get this out.
Calling it like it is, Brutus.
Look, you don't tell anyone this, but there's a really good reason why I'm not a paladin anymore. Because I was connected to Iomede. I was one of her favorite servants. I could feel her. You don't understand what it's like to feel connected to a god, to have that connection surging through you, giving you strength. And so, yeah, I used it. I used it a lot. It's one of the best. But I tell you, when I needed Iomede the most, to save my family, to stop that roving band of orcs from burning my house and killing my children, where was Iomede then? Huh? Where was she? Nowhere. So I lost everything that day. Everything.
Well, sounds like, and I think this is what a lot of deities do, but it sounds like she was testing your faith.
Fuck you.
I don't know, man. I just know the
faith.
gods are fickle and they're assholes. That's why I don't follow one.
Yeah? So. What was then in there that I decided that if that was how she was going to treat me, one of her best, one of her favorites, was to kill my wife and my children, then damn her. So I stripped my armor off and I walked south. All by myself. All by my own willpower. And I threw away everything. So let's just say my exit here was about as good as me leaving Chillax itself. So we need to tread carefully.
Well, I gotta ask you, like, honestly, are you returning to the faith?
Hell no. But okay. I will say this. And I go, shring, open the sword. I don't understand why. But this bitch still lights up for me.
Also, Brett, give me a will save.
Oh, man. Oh, good. That's the 22.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Continue.
There's also one other thing. It's a small thing. Small, teeny tiny thing. And I think you'll agree with what I did.
What is it? It's not going to be teeny tiny, is it?
We both wanted Fritz dead. Or we both wanted Zero dead. You're Fritz. Yeah, sorry. It's in my notes. Your character name is in my notes on here somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
We both wanted Zero dead. Or Luthien. Whatever he's going by now. That worthless twit. So I may have cut a deal.
Kind of hard to trust somebody that doesn't know their own name. You know.
Exactly. So I may have cut a deal with the Chillaxian government to throw the Strix underneath the bus, give out their location in order to leave us alone. So that fleet was heading directly toward the Strix because I sold out the Strix to keep us and our crew safe. And if that cost the life of Zero, so be it.
So
there it is.
So you're telling me that you just killed all of them?
I don't know what the Chillaxian government would do to those Strix. Probably.
You killed the Strix and you killed Zero.
Probably.
To get the Chillaxian government /
if he was there whenever the Chillaxian fleet landed. But
well, I think Fritz would freak out.
Well,
and I pull my short sword and I real fast maneuver and put it up to his throat and I'm like, "You bastard! You killed them all! Don't you know that?"
I killed him for us. I killed him for us to keep us all safe. If I have to trade the lives of 1,000 Strix to keep our crew safe, to keep Python and the rest of them save, then I will. I would cut that deal 1,000 times. And tell me if you couldn't trade the life of Zero for an entire ship of friends that we fought alongside, who've kept us alive, you wouldn't make the same deal?
I should cut your throat right now, but
go ahead.
I should take this ship for myself.
You can try.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very smart for me to do, though.
As he's leaving himself completely open, not resisting, not actually, denying anything. He seems to be open to your mercy.
But know this. Proceed forward. And that's where we're on the same page now. And we're on the same page. And what's behind us is behind us. And we have to stick together to make it through this.
I pressed the blade a little firmer to his neck. I was like, I don't think the past is behind you, Brock. We're going somewhere that you have a very checkered past. You're leading us again into danger, if you think about it. We're with you. You're the anti-paladin. They might mistake us for enemies as well. And then we'd have the whole fucking Order of the Last Wall or whatever on our asses too. So I'm telling you, you're fucking up.
And
I am the danger.
Nice. Give me a knowledge.
I can tell.
Give me a knowledge local, Brock.
Knowledge local?
Yeah.
15.
You also mentioned that there's a blacksmith in Lastwall who can forge with adamantine.
Well, maybe this will cheer you up. There happens to be a blacksmith that can forge adamantine here, locally.
And I pressed the blade even further, and maybe drawing a little blood this time. I was like, are fancy weapons going to bring back or give Zero back his life or save those innocent Strix? No, it's not. And then I just kind of I pull the blade out from under his throat and I just leave a little cut. And I'm like, I'm only following you now just to save my own skin. You're going to really have to prove to me that you're a good captain, because so far all I've seen is incompetence, and you're sacrificing lives. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe I should go talk to the crew.
One life for the crew? Fine.
I mean, if we're all in it together, but also, I'm just saying, that was not handled correctly. And also, you're going above my orders, too. You're supposed to be on the same page, and we're co-captains. If the co-captains aren't even on the same page, then what the hell's going on, Brock?
Okay. Going forward, I will not go behind your back.
I know, it's real easy for you to forget about what you did because you're a piece of shit.
Fritz, roll a sense motive.
Okay. That's a good idea. I'm going to say.
He's wrong. Hey, wait. You don't know what I really...
No. Hang on.
Oh.
I rolled low. I rolled a 9.
You feel like he's telling you the truth. You feel like he's genuine.
Yeah, because I totally am.
Yeah. I know I rolled low. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm happy. That's all I'm saying.
And Fritz, this has to stay between us. We just had a whole moment where we just renamed the Belafonte, the Black Belafonte. We're all on the same page here. We've got momentum going into Last Wall. This would shatter the crew.
And if you don't remember from last time, I was a total buzzkill that whole time. I wasn't having the best time. I wasn't saying rah, rah, ree, the pirate's life for me. I was saying, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I'll be a pirate for a little while, but we have to work together. Can't sacrifice people like that
anymore.
Under my watch. Anymore.
I'll try to try.
Brock, pretty much you're just gonna have to prove yourself to me again, because I'm still I believe you, but I still don't 100% trust you. But yeah, let's go to the Last Wall.
Also, we just go to the Last Wall to get some supplies and to get the adamite forged, and then peace out to the open sea, right?
I thought we were going there to avoid the fleet, but I guess the fleet is not even following us?
It seems
now?
like that's
because
what
you
he
sold out.
Told you.
Okay, so now that's another lie. That's like 3 lies.
Welcome to the world of Brock Brutus.
He had to get out of Cheliac somehow.
I just realized that I'm in the. Fritz just realizes that he's in the company of a true piece of shit. And,
Fritz just realized he's the Jesse Pinkman and I'm the Heisenberg.
And I'm just gonna watch my back, try to get out of this alive.
So. But yeah,
all we got to do is just go in, get our equipment forged, and head out.
And then you hear like a whistle from outside of like above deck, basically like saying like all ready to go.
All right, so I roll I roll intimidate to for 17. Yeah. To get the fuck on the road and go. And
so as you burst out of the captain's quarter, you're like, all right, let's get out of here.
Boom!
Yeah.
Move, maggots!
Miserable pieces. So, but the ones that are going to last well aren't the whole crew. It's basically the essentials in your party. Meaning Python, Blade, Ezra, and Simone, as well as you guys.
Cool.
Because you still need some people to watch your ship. So, you guys have your party. And let's go ahead and both of you guys give me a knowledge geography roll.
Knowledge geography?
To make sure you know where you're going. I'm sorry, what'd you roll, Brock?
4. Don't laugh.
I got a 19.
Let's just say Brock reads real good. Not well.
Judging off of Zero's kind of like stories of Last Wall, you kind of like remember some of the things that he told you, so you remember certain landmarks. So you're kind of able to like, if Brock kind of like goes off path, you're kind of like, I think we should make it right. So like you're kind of guiding him in the right direction.
Okay.
Look, it was a long time since I've been to Last Wall. Okay, it was years ago, a whole lifetime ago. I don't remember.
All right. So you guys are kind of like halfway there, and you're gonna make camp for now. It's a bit of a long journey, so you guys, have to make camp because there's no way you're able to make it in one day. So let me roll for something to see what may or may not happen. Okay. All right. So you guys are making camp. Do you guys just go directly into your little tents? Do you guys hang out for a bit? Do you want to play this out?
Yeah.
And everyone's there. Your crew, as in Python and Blade and Ezra and Simone.
Okay.
Fritz, keep someone, have a rotating watch, get all that set up, organize it between however we want,
Yes.
If it matters for the GM, let's just go ahead and have Python first watch, Blade second watch, Ezra third, and Simone fourth watch.
Okay, I heard Python, Blade, Ezra. Simone.
Sounds great.
That is the order of the names. I wrote them down, and that is why that's the order.
Yeah, cool. I'm just mimicking it just to make sure. Okay,
and
Python is just
I'll say this: if we get happened upon by Knights of Ozen, do not engage. We don't need that heat. We don't need that trouble. Just play it nice, everyone. I look at everyone. I go, no fighting. No fighting. No fucking fighting.
You see Python like hacking his knuckles.
No fighting.
He like backs off his thing.
Nobody.
Yeah, brother.
Fight.
All right.
You see like Blade like sharpening his katana as he like puts them back into his holster. Like, oh, all right. And yeah,
when it's time to fight, we'll have a password. Fritz. But what's the password? What's the
the password is Frumpeldink.
What?
And you hear Python say, "Frumpeldink it is, brothers."
Frumpeldink. What is Frumpeldink?
And you hear Blade say Frumpeldink, and everyone kind of just concurs.
Everyone, whoa.
Oh,
fuck.
It's a really pretty flower that grows out of the walls of the last mound.
Oh,
fantastic.
Nice. And yeah, in all that marching, unfortunately, Ezra's summons, her zombie, starts to kind of like smell and deteriorate, and it just kind of. Yeah, she can't bring that thing along. It didn't make it.
Oh, it died.
Right, good.
Yeah, it's just on the journey. Like it's having to walk a lot. So it's like a reanimated corpse. And
I also want to take the time to tell Ezra, don't be a fucking necromancer when we walk into a town that's going to be filled with just.
Good call.
And you can see her like looking at her reanimated thing. She's like, I know, I just wanted to have, get it into a battle or anything. I guess it didn't happen. No, I understand. She's like putting like her hood over like her like ears that are pointy because she's clearly a drow. She's like, I get it, you guys.
Okay. And maybe, I don't know if you could like make the hood less evil.
It's like a black hood. She's like, yeah.
Put a flower in it.
What do they get? What do they wear? White.
Put a flower in it.
Gold,
Fritz, I don't know. Fritz, use your shit to make us look friendlier. Nice.
Because everyone is wearing black.
I don't have anything to make a disguise, really.
You're sneaky.
And Simone actually has the ability to do so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But she says it only make sense when you guys get close to cast a spell. To kind of like.
Sounds good, Simone. I like where your head's at.
Okay.
And yeah, as you look at her, she still has her idol on her as like a living armor, still just like on her chest. But yeah, nice. So I see Python as your guard for the night, right?
Yes.
Cool. So
Sure.
Are you guys making camp?
Yeah. I'm going to sleep, getting my rest in.
Give me perception rolls before you guys go to sleep.
Going to sleep. 15.
15?
12.
Okay, you guys didn't notice anything.
Oh.
All right, let me give a perception roll for Python. He critically fails. He doesn't see anything. Night falls.
I'm asleep.
Sleep happens. And it's the morning.
Oh.
No
That's
issues.
nice.
No orc attacks. No paladins show up. Seems like on you guys go. Give me more perception rolls.
All right.
Oh.
15.
15 again.
All right.
15.
And actually, Python got a natty 20.
It's weird.
So he's the one who's kind of been up in guard, and you can see like he's like looking up in the air. And you can kind of like see him putting his hands over his eyes. He says, Do you guys see that? Brothers, do you see that up in the air? And unfortunately you guys can't make out what he's trying to like point out.
What is
Don't
it?
see it, brother.
What is it, Python?
I think they're heading. I think whatever's in the sky is also heading to the last wall. He says, "It looks like, brothers. It looks like a bunch of Strix, to be honest."
Oh.
And then I look at Brock, and I'm just like, "Well, this is great. What's your master plan now, Brock?"
As he seems to see a bunch of like Strix, like in large numbers, like flying eastward.
They're probably raiding. Look, and I pull Fritz aside. Look, those Strix don't know that I sold them out. Nobody knows except me and you. Okay, so as long as we keep it between the two of us.
You don't know that.
You see Blade and like Python like kind of like rejoicing, like, hey, I think it looks like they're friends, and they actually seem to be like.
How could they know?
Brock, do you want to explain yourself? Explain yourself.
Are you really doing this right here?
Are you really?
Brandon, are you really doing it? Brandon, you really doing it?
I mean, if we're gonna be on the same page, gotta be on the same page.
And Python and Blade.
I'm gonna give you one chance.
What's going on, brothers? I think we see some of our friends flying towards Last Wall. This is a good sign.
Don't lead your crew straight into danger.
What?
I'm telling Brock, yeah.
I keep my hand fairly close to my sword.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Look, crew. There is something that we need to be clear on before we go in the last wall, and the Strix are the cause of what I'm about to tell you.
Are they the cause?
I made a deal with the Chilaxian government to let us go free. And it involved those Strix and their home. And I would have done this deal 1,000 times over. And y'all can sit here and judge me for keeping everyone here safe. But I'll tell you this. I'll do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Because guess what? We're alive because of it. I saved your life, Python.
Feathered brothers? You sold them out? How could you? I thought you were one of us. I thought you were part of the crew. As Python seems to be royally pissed at this.
First off,
he also sold out Zero.
I'm your captain.
What?
What?
Roll a diplomacy for me, Brock.
Can I roll intimidate instead?
Whatever you choose.
Oh, I rolled a 19. So if it's diplomacy,
you choose.
I still have high charisma anyways. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 25.
However you choose to address.
Yeah.
Intimidate or diplomacy.
Braden's shaking his head like, go fuck you. Friends.
Again, is it intimidate or diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Friends, listen to me. You can sit here and try to rationalize it however you want to put it in your head. But the fact is, we were able to sail out of the Chilaxian seas without a scratch on us because of what I did. I kept us all alive. And if you don't like it, fine, whatever. Tough decisions have to be made to keep people alive. Over and over again, I will continue to make tough decisions to keep us alive. And Python, if you don't want to consider me part of your brotherhood or your crew, I'm still your captain. I still run the Black Belafonte, and you're still one of my shipmates. So I suggest you either step in line and accept the hard decisions that I have to make to keep everyone alive, or you can walk. You're a free man. You don't have to be on the Black Belafonte. Go find a ship and sail out of harbor.
As you see him kind of like heated and everything, and he listens to what you're saying, he says, Captain Fritz, did you know about this, brother?
Well, as this is going on, I'm just gonna fucking acid splash Brockford in the back of the head while they are talking. So, yeah, you're gonna get acid splashed for 1d3 points of acid damage all over your head. And I say, silence, Brock! I'm tired of this.
As I think that kind of just happens.
You take 2 points of damage. It's just
as
more of an
everyone
insult.
as stunned at the acid that flies at Brock out of Fritz's hands.
And I draw my sword and I point it to his neck. I was like, "You got us into this situation, Brock. This is all you. Looks like you're gonna finally have to answer."
Give me perception rolls, Fritz and Brock.
Perception?
Yes. As you have a blade to your throat.
24.
2.
24?
Yes. I really got you with that acid splash then. Hell yeah.
24,
yeah,
you
24.
said? Mm-hmm. And as you do that, and as like a scuffle seems to be ensuing.
That was 4 lives, Brock.
You see amongst the Strix a bird larger than the others. Significantly larger than the others. In fact, a golden bird seems to also be flying amongst the Strix. You can actually see that
shit.
It actually flies down. Land. And from this golden bird is Luthien. He says,
Zero's back.
Friends, I found you.
Wait, what? And I like have the blade in Brock's throat. Like, wait, what?
He says, "What? Whoa, friends, what's happening here? You're never gonna believe it."
And I'm like, "You're never gonna believe this. Brock sold us out and sold you out."
I rolled diplomacy.
How are you alive? How are you
Hang
alive?
on. Okay, let's hear the diplomacy.
I rolled diplomacy for 18. Golly, yes, fuck. Oh my god.
Okay, so who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Luthien and the group again.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Strix here? Is it just Luthien?
Just Luthien. As the rest of them seem to still be kind of like flying above, like, high above in the sky. But he's down with his golden bird.
Luthien, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm very rarely honest. I sold out the Strix to the Chilaxian government to leave the Black Belafonte alone, to keep everyone on the ship alive. I didn't know you were going to be there whenever the fleet arrived.
5 lies. 5 lies.
As Luthien, he sees everything that's happening, he says, Fritz, he says, I know this isn't you. He says, you gotta understand. He can't, this guy can't help what he is. You see Luthien kind of like reach into his little side pouch, and he says, actually, I have some actually, well, can we talk somewhere private, just the three of us? I have some information here. I feel like it's gonna help this situation.
Yes, if the little rat fuck would stop holding his dagger to my throat, it'd be perfect.
He says, also, what is that in your scabbard, Brock?
You tell me. And I hold
it's
up
your
the sword and pull
sword.
it out.
As he kind of opens up his eyes, he's like, I never thought I would see that again. He kind of starts kind of like, it's not okay. Yes, it's not important right now. What is important is,
I don't know if it's your sword specifically.
Brock, what do you know of your family? Do you know exactly why you're kicked out?
Yes, I kicked myself out. I revoked. I refused. I ripped myself from the connection of Iomede, and I disavowed my paladin self because my family is dead.
Yeah.
He couldn't handle a test from his god.
Oh, listen to the rat fuck who just wants
Fritz,
to get home to his fucking little bitch woman.
As much as I would like to take his head,
I'm about to slap that fucking little tiny toothpick out of your goddamn hand. No, he's
as
making
much as
try
I
it.
would like to take his head, lower your blade. Lower your blade. Please. This isn't you.
All right.
He says,
speak.
Well, from what I've learned, and we were actually able to flee from the Chilaxian Navy due to he was actually able to summon knights from the last wall to come and help actually rescue and actually fight back against the Chilaxian Navy.
Sounds like a win.
Unfortunately,
win-win.
No thanks to you, Brock.
Because unfortunately, 2 of the 4 major Strix, the 4 that you've encountered,
you don't get to take credit for this.
He said 2 of them were slain in the process. They were actually able to defend themselves and able to get out most, if not all, of their, Strix, and they're actually able to take refuge in Lastwall. But 2 of the chieftain Strix were slain in the battle.
I roll a 9 for diplomacy, saying, and we will mourn them.
He kind of looks at you.
Shut up.
But there's a reason why. There's a reason why this one was never actually able to, completely be a knight of Iomede, to be a follower of Iomede. He actually can help himself. Do you remember Captain Kidd?
Is this like a boys will be boys thing?
No. Do you remember
boys
Captain
will be
Kidd?
boys. Yeah, I lopped his head off.
Do you remember his last relative that was being held?
Yes.
That's this guy. He's actually a Dampier. There's the reason why Iomede won't give him his blessing. It's because if he does, it'll kill him. He can't accept the blessings of Iomede.
Wait, you're a
There's a reason why he can't make a pact with a demon. His soul is already forsaken.
Oh. So you're a Dampier?
There's a reason why Ayomede can't bestow his blessings. He's already a member of the Knight.
Wait, Brock is?
Yes. That's why he couldn't be a knight. That's why he couldn't be a follower of Ayomede. His blessings, her blessings.
Is that part of the piece of candy?
This is something I'm just bestowing upon him.
Brock, did you know that you're cursed like that?
You're actually the last member of Captain Kidd's family. So basically, you have a claim. You have a claim in royalty in Cheliax, and you're actually the last member of that family.
Then that means so he sold his own family out then, because I think Captain Kidd was Captain Kidd. He didn't know any of that.
Yeah, this is all information that's being dropped onto Brock Brutus. So you are actually the last member of Captain Kidd's line of royalty in Cheliax. And there's a reason why your soul wasn't bound to a demon. It's because you're a Dhampir. Dhampirs basically don't have a soul.
Yeah. Oh. But they're like daywalker vampires.
Yeah.
That would explain why I don't care about anything or anyone.
Well, you don't have any specific attachment. Exactly. Well, it just means that, you don't have any, you're just emo towards everything.
Oh, I don't have a soul.
But yeah,
that's why.
I watched The Notebook and I didn't cry. And I was like, what's wrong with me?
The demon.
That explains why.
That also explains why you can't help but be what you are, because you can't make any sort of pact with Ayomede, anything like that. You can't further anything other than training. If you asked for a blessing, there's a reason why you didn't receive anything back.
But he did say that he did used to have power from Ayomede.
Yeah, as in was a server, and then he asked for a blessing or asked for a spell.
But also he did say last, when Brock was talking earlier, he said that he hasn't been to Last Wall in a lifetime, he said. So I was about to ask, and also you don't know where you're going, and I was about to ask, how long has it been since you've been here? And maybe it has been a lifetime. Yeah.
So I look at Fritz, I go, Fritz, so there you have it. You gonna be mad at a snake for being a snake? Are you gonna be mad at a scorpion for being a scorpion?
Even Luthien doesn't seem to he's like, that's just his nature. Evil creatures will be evil creatures.
Hey,
there you have it, Fritz.
I have no problems with the animal kingdom and their animal traits, but I do know you find a viper in the garden, you take the hoe to it.
Yeah, her name is Eleanor.
Oh my god, I'm about to fucking fight you again. I'm gonna fucking fight you again. Fritz gonna do
Fritz.
No, I'm gonna do.
Hold my shield up.
Try to tackle him. I'm gonna try to tackle him.
This will be.
I got a new feat.
Give me a reflex save. Oh.
No, it's gonna be CMB versus CMD.
Oh, okay.
And
play it out.
it's just gonna be a bull rush tackle. I'm like, take it back, as a burst of emotion comes from Fritz at the mention of Eleanor. And I roll a 17. I rolled low. What's your CMD?
16.
Ooh, I do it. All right, so I bull rush him. I fucking push him down to the ground.
Don't you have a? Let's see. Stupid.
I just leveled and took a fucking feat called Agile Maneuvers, adding my dex to my CMB as well. So my combat maneuvers are really badass right now. So I fucking push you to the ground, and I pull my sword out again, motherfucker. And I put it up to your face, and I say, take it back! Take it back! And I'm going off the rails in front of everybody.
As you're doing that, there's two people who take sides, or there's four people who take sides. Python and Ezra seem to be on the side of Fritz, and you see Blade and Simone seem to take the side of Brock Brutus. You see Luthien / Zero. He's in the middle. Yeah. He's trying to kind of mediate between trying to ease the tensions.
And I say, I have my blade up to your face.
Roll perception, you guys.
Still your tongue. Still your tongue.
Perception.
Oh, perception?
Yeah.
18.
Natty 20 or 20 overall?
Just 20 overall.
Okay, you're getting minuses because you're arguing. What's your AC and what's your AC?
18.
Your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
21.
Okay. As 2 arrows.
Mithril,
hit
baby.
both of you guys.
Oh, they hit?
Boom.
Ow,
Yep.
ow, ow.
Bam, bam. As
God
you look down, and as you can clearly see, these are orc arrows.
Oh. Ow.
As
Ow.
all of
How
you
much
arguing,
damage do we take?
I'm rolling it right now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find the right dice. As all of your arguing and all of your bickering has seemed to have given away your position.
Okay.
And 4 damage for the both of you.
Okay.
And let's see if the other members of your party get hit. Yes. 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 Miss.
Okay.
Miss. Okay, everyone else is actually okay. So, you guys are hit with some arrows. Boom, but only 2 of you were hit. Not for much damage, but clearly orc arrows, because they kind of have like that crudeness to them. And do any of you know Orcish at all, as far as linguistics?
No.
And the rest of your party doesn't know either. So you just hear roar, roar. I wouldn't know how Orcish sounds, but
I know that's Orcish.
yeah,
that sounds great. Yeah.
Probably not anything good.
And sure enough, it is orcs from the hold of Belskin, which is north of Lastwall. Let's roll some initiative.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, I have my short sword drawn. Okay.
Why don't you start getting off my dick? 16.
I heard a
16.
natty 20 or regular?
Regular.
26. So it's going to be Fritz, it's going to be Brock, and then the rest of your crew. And then unfortunately, I rolled low, so it'll be the orcs from the hold of Belskin. So that being said, Fritz.
The orcs from the hold of Belskin.
It was a mouthful. I had to get it all
I
out.
love it.
I was going to stutter.
Then it will be. All right, my turn. All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna look around because I don't think I've seen where the orcs are coming from. Do I know?
Roll perception.
Okay.
This will be a free roll.
Okay, so I rolled a 17.
All right, so you have your dagger to. I'm guessing it's up, right? Because you're shorter. Oh
No, he's on the.
so it's down.
He's on the ground.
He's got a little cute stool that he's standing on. He has to pull his little box that he brings with him.
Technically, he did roll you, so you're on the ground. So you look to your left.
I knocked you on your ass, motherfucker.
You look to your left, and instantly you see one of the orcs coming for you, and it's coming into your attack range and everything like that. And you already have your weapon drawn, so it's coming at you, and it's like axe drawn, ready to attack. But you go so high, you're able to react first.
Do something before he gets here without provoking. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to cast Elemental Aura. Aura. Oh my God. Yeah, and I'm gonna put an aura of lightning around myself. And
okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's gonna do. I'm gonna have this for 5 rounds, including this one, and we'll do a reflex save for that for the guy that's in my area. Any enemy that's in my area needs to make a reflex save.
It's just one at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, rolls a natty 20 actually.
Oh, does that just automatically? Does that crit the reflex? I guess I don't know. Because the yeah. Okay. You'll take half of this.
Okay.
Okay. So that's gonna be 2d6 points of. Oh, you take half of it. Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
You take 4 damage.
Got it.
And also, creatures affected by this aura, which you are, you're going to be staggered for 1 round, as like you felt the aura and you're like you're kind of like fucked up a little bit. Yeah. Let me make sure. But you critted on that reflex save. But
yeah.
Sure.
I'm guessing it's just makes it for half damage, right? Instead of the full.
Yeah.
Okay. So that being
You're
said, this one comes in and like it comes in full force, and sure enough, it's like, and it kind of like takes a second. It didn't realize that you had some sort of force field around you, and even the kind of like wherewithal, or excuse me, the appearance of.
It doesn't stagger you, my bad, because you got the half. It it negates the additional effect. So you just take the damage, my bad. I'm just making sure that you know
it's okay.
that you're not
so
staggered.
Instead of like being staggered, it kind of like hits it, and it's still kind of like flicking around, like what the hell just happened? So it took its damage, but it's like not really sure where it came from because it was just coming right at you. So it's a little like mesmerized by the force field that you have.
Yeah, cool.
Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Brock, keep in mind you are on the ground.
So I stand up. First things first. Stand up.
Isn't that a full round?
Yeah, unfortunately it is. Mm-hmm. But I'll give you a perception roll.
Sucks to suck, dude. Sucks to suck.
7.
Even though you rolled so low, you can still see that like you stood up, and in front of you is Fritz, and in front of Fritz is this orc. So you are right behind Fritz, like literally in the square behind him, and in front of Fritz is that other orc. So even though you rolled so low, you can clearly see that this orc is right there. But again, that was your full round action.
Sweet.
But I will allow you to draw your weapon.
I'll draw my weapon, and I'm gonna pull out the fucking bright ass sword and just be like, ah!
And you know what? I really have to do it because if we're playing, I'm reading this, and it's not just enemies; it's all creatures that are adjacent to me take this damage. So, Brock, I think you need to do a reflex save.
Oh yeah.
Because I have my lightning aura. Yeah.
Well, it's a 20, 18 plus 2, so.
20?
Nice. Sounds like
okay, cool.
Makes it.
Good. Yeah, you make it. So you take half this damage.
Oh, only half, you stupid piece of fucking garbage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
As
Great,
you stand up in my electrical force field. Sucks to suck.
All right. So you do notice that orc that's in front of Fritz.
I don't hold personal grudges as Brock Brutus at all. Like at all. This isn't being written down as a note in a journal somewhere. Like.
All right. So first off, Python kind of looks.
I have to look. Can we just real quick? I'm supposed to prove my trust to you, and you have done nothing but throw me under the fucking bus.
Have I ever lied to you? Have I ever lied to you?
Who gives a shit with friends like these?
Today.
Anyways,
this is supposed to happen. this is all come to a head.
6 times counting your origin story that you didn't even know you were lying about. So that's 6 lies.
You didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe I got a head injury. Could you written in a head injury? Like at least
No.
Now you're playing a sympathy card. Jeez.
No, Luthien was able to find out. Actually, you're not really sure how Luthien was able to find out, but yeah,
he's probably more evil than I am if you think about it. Luthien. Anyways, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Back to combat. Sorry.
So Python looks around. He's not able to kind of like identify any of the orcs that are coming in just yet, but he's ready. He's got his hands out and he's ready to grapple anything that comes in. Ezra is also kind of looking around to see what's out there, and she actually sees what's about to show up. So you see her casting her spell, and she lets loose a bunch of magic missiles. And let's see how much damage she does.
Is that a pickle beer?
Okay. She does.
No, it's Dos Equis.
Oh.
Nice.
Whoa.
So you can actually see as magic missiles fly out into the darkness.
Hell yeah.
Or actually, no, it's in the morning. So into the morning light. Pop, 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 pop. And she actually makes a connection on one of the arcs that's coming in. And you can see, you hear a couple of footsteps, and in front of Brock Brutus, or to the side, of Brock Brutus, you see Blade draws his katana, and you actually see him next to Brock Brutus, kind of like looking around, making sure nothing comes at him, as he seems to be defending him.
You're the only one I can rely on.
And you actually see that with Blade, he also like has like a banner like on his back, but you can see that it doesn't have a symbol or anything on it just yet. But it's like a blank banner that he has on his back. And in doing so, in being within 60 feet, all of you guys get a +1 on your attack roll.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
It's one of his new abilities.
Cool.
But yeah, you can see he has like an unmarked banner that he's flying.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and he's able to draw his katana as a quick draw action, and you can see that he actually puts 2 hands on his katana. So yeah, he's basically in a defensive stance.
Shit.
Now it is the orc's turn. It is the orc's turn that is in front of you, Fritz. He already had his weapon drawn. He was shocked, but nothing actually happened to him, right? He just took damage, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to attempt a power attack. So let's see how well he does with his gigantic 2-handed axe. What's your AC?
21.
Misses.
Yes.
He takes a gigantic swing and clink goes into the ground right next to you and pulls it up, and he looks like he's ready to attack again, but unfortunately that's his turn for now. So let's see what some of these other orcs do. Okay. So the one that was hit with the magic missiles all of a sudden comes at Ezra and attempts an attack and slices down with their axe. So sorry for you. I could have hit him. And I'm sorry, dude. And slices above, and Ezra is able to duck the attack, as all of these orcs seem to have dual-bladed axes as they're just slicing at you guys. And that being said, is now Luthien's turn, as he actually drops down to a knee and starts to say a prayer. He like raises up his blade. You can see a light flashes up into the sky. That's his move for now. Fritz, your turn.
All right. So.
Ow, I really hit that chair hard.
All right. This is going to be. It's going to be the second round of my aura blast. So make a reflex save. Everybody that's next to me.
The orc fails.
Okay.
Technically, Blade is next to you. He succeeds.
Okay.
Do I get a roll? I get a roll.
Mm-hmm. If you're in my adjacent square, if anyone's in my adjacent shit, yeah.
If I had to roll it first time, I got to roll 15. Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's reflex?
Yes. It's a reflex save.
Excuse me.
There you go.
You have to beat 15 to get half.
17.
He made it.
17? Okay, so this is just for half. I think everybody, even the orc.
Oh,
right?
so great.
Unfortunately, the orc did not make it.
Okay, so he will be staggered then, and he's going to take full damage. Okay.
Okay,
so full damage is 11 damage, and then half damage is 5. Or I think it's actually 6. It's 6.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You can see that the orc actually drops his axe in front of you.
All right, great, awesome. He's disarmed. All right, now I'm gonna attack with my short sword.
You can make 2. Oh no, it's never mind. That's the thing you already had going. It's just
Yeah, exactly. So that's I rolled really low. I only rolled a 9, so I don't think I missed. I don't think I hit with my
as this guy is actually flat-footed and everything. So.
Yeah, I rolled really low. Yeah, I came all I dodged his fucking axe, and I went to swipe, and I was kind of off balance and kind of missed, but he's still getting shocked up, so that's good. Yeah. All right, so that's my turn.
And Brock.
I'm gonna go away from Shocky Squirrel.
Keep in mind you are right behind Brock, or you're right behind Fritz. And then there's the orc in front of him, and then you have Blade to your side.
Where can I go to not that orc, but a different orc?
If he went to your right, you'd be able to kind of move away freely.
Can I move away enough to attack? Is there an orc in range?
So basically, since Fritz is so small, I'm going to say you'd be able to attack the orc above him. But you just...
No, I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to attack that orc. I want to move away from his little lightning blast bullshit and
what's the radius
go find a
again?
different
It's just the 5 feet around me, like the adjacent squares. Anybody in my threatened square.
Yeah. So like you kind of take you move. Let's say you move 15 feet away, kind of like out of his away from him. Give me a perception roll.
20.
All right, you see that the orc that is attacking Ezra is just a few feet away from you if you move to your left.
Yeah, so I'm going to step over to him and power attack.
Let's hear it.
So I will do 17.
Hits.
Okay.
Let's get that damage.
That'd be 4.
Nice. I'm guessing you have your hatchet?
I was actually going to use the bright shiny sword.
Oh, nice. That's right. You have your bastard sword, and as you slice them with that, you can actually see that some of the orc. I know you saw his tail.
Yeah.
Trying to move
I just
him out of
noticed
the
the
way.
cat too.
Yeah. As you bring out your blade of Iomede and you slice at the chest of this orc, you can see that some of them seem to notice as you draw your blade, and like they don't hesitate, but you can hear them like kind of talking again, like
Yeah, good.
as they don't seem to like the fact that you drew a blade of Iomede. And now it goes to the rest of your crew's turn. All right. So now we have Python. He goes.
I wonder if they're afraid of it.
He goes and he attempts to help out Fritz, but he doesn't realize what's actually close to you. So he gets up right next to you and he's attempting to grapple the orc, and he actually isn't able to because he kind of like is feeling a little tingly. And then we have Simone.
It's at the beginning of my round, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just, And then we have Simone. You can actually see her cast something actually onto Brock, and she casts Mage Armor onto you. You get a plus 4 to your AC.
Nice.
Says, enter the fray, Brock Brutus.
Plus 4?
Yes. As she kind of like actually gets behind you, or like gets next to you to kind of like, make sure she doesn't get attacked. And you can actually see that Ezra is still in battle with the one that you also attacked. So she's just going to attempt to attack it with her staff because she doesn't want to move back or, provoke anything. But her attack is shit, so she actually misses.
Bummer.
And you can see Blade with his katana sees that there is an enemy in front of Fritz, but he actually moves away and goes towards the orc that is in front of Ezra and attempts to attack that one. And unfortunately he misses. Nice. And you can actually see Luthien finishes his spell as a bright light shoots up into the sky. And you can see him look around, and he actually starts to say another prayer, and it's an aura of courage as everyone gets another +1 on their attack rolls, except for Brock Brutus, who doesn't seem to hear the prayer of Iomede. As unfortunately you can't hear her call.
I don't want it.
That goes now to the orc's turn. And there's that one that is in front of you who's unfortunately disarmed, right? He dropped his axe in front of you and everything like that. So he's going to attempt to hit you with an unarmed strike instead.
Okay.
Does he have to roll anything else, or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's at the beginning of my turn.
What's your AC again?
My AC is 21.
Okay. He attempts to punch you square in your chin and misses.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then there is the orc that is in front of Ezra is going to attempt to attack again. Rolls a natty 1. So he slices horizontally with his axe and just lets it go, unfortunately, as it just flies out of his hands. Yeah. And then another orc comes in attempting to attack Brock Brutus with his axe. And what's your AC, Brock Brutus?
22.
Nice.
Lord, okay. Unfortunately, this thing misses as well as he takes a huge slice, and it just goes right over your head. A little hair gets sliced. And let's see if the other one comes in. The other one is still running at you guys, but you actually see this one coming. So there isn't any surprise or anything like that. So now it's coming back around to Fritz. You still have that orc right in front of you. Whew, that was a mouthful.
How wounded does he look?
Very.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I'm gonna
a lot.
attack a lot.
Wounded.
Go ahead and everybody around me make that reflex save.
I'm not around
actually
you.
everyone else but Python has actually kind of like kept their distance from you.
Yeah, okay. Kill Python. Kill him.
But Python fails his reflex.
All right. What about the orc?
Also fails.
All right. They both take 7 damage, and they're both staggered for 1 round.
As you see, Python kind of like, oh.
Sorry,
and
dude.
That orc is real close.
Okay, so I'm about to attack him with my short sword. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, that's gonna be 4 plus. That's 8, 9. That's gonna be 19 to hit.
All right, that hits. Describe your current blow.
Well, let me just roll this damage.
This thing is like
I know.
By a thread.
I'm just curious, so that's gonna be 4. Yeah, it's only 4 damage. That's still dead? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I just still have my short sword out, and I just I slice his throat right in front of me. Yep.
He actually tries to call out to the rest of his orcs, and nothing comes out.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, and I'm like looking around, like looking at the other other orcs, and getting ready to fucking strike.
Yeah, and you see kind of Python's like, reacting from getting shocked by you.
Yeah. I'm kind of too into killing shit right now to notice.
Brock.
So there's 2 in front of you. And the other orc that attacked me, right?
Correct.
Cleave.
That's a good move. So if your first attack is successful, then you will cleave onto your second one. But so let's make sure your first attack is successful.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah. We'll roll the 1 damage for both. So let's hear it.
Okay. Shit. 1.
It's okay. You still get your plus.
Wait.
Strength
I'm
mod.
sorry. Yeah. 4.
Nice. Clink, clink. As you slice into both of their armor, and you actually draw blood into both of them. Slice. And you can actually see that something on Simone seems to react to the orc blood. And for Eidolon seems to be like reacting in some way.
Blood for the blood god.
Nice. I like it. Somebody knows the Warhammer.
Yeah.
So now actually it goes to the crew. So we'll go to Python first. And you see that the orc in front of him has dropped, but he's kind of like, reacting towards electricity, and he like flexes out of it, and he seems to be okay. He's looking around for the next orc to attack. Let's roll his perception. He rolls a natty 20, and he clearly sees the one that's in front of Ezra. So he runs right up next to it, and he's going to do flurry of blows. But as a wrestler, he never used the closed fist, so he goes to chops and he uses a stunning fist instead.
Is he doing like when the wrestler's in the corner and he comes up and just slaps the chest?
Yeah. It's a stunning blow if he's successful.
Not to be a buzzkill, but he's staggered this round.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
okay. Sorry.
No. You're right. So that being the case, as he attempts to fire up and run over, you can.
Did he have to move? I think he can. If he's staggered, he can still he can only move or attack.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So as he's attempting to as he's running over, he actually flinches as he is attempting to attempt his strike. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And, he isn't able to attempt his knife edge chop as he kind of raises it up, but oh brother, he's able to drop it down.
He's just charging it. He's just charging it up.
And seeing that he's charging up, ready to strike, Blade sees that he's getting ready to go, and he attempts to attack the orc in front of him. Ooh, he's actually successful this time, and he's able to bring his katana down onto the orc, and let's see how much damage he does. Nice. For a hearty 10 damage, as he cuts off the arm of said orc, and You can actually see that the axe is in the one hand of the orc as he's attempting to like bring it onto his shoulder. As you can see, it's kind of like cumbersome on his shoulder now as he's one-armed. And you can actually see that Ezra is like, holy shit. And she actually attempts to kind of like move away from the orc that's in front of her, but it provokes an attack of opportunity. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you guys, it misses. And she kind of like moves away, and is able to throw some more magic missiles.
Fuck yeah.
For 8 damage. Pop, 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 pop.
Nice.
As the one-armed orc gets lit up. And you can see that now Simone is seeing everything that's happening. And she summons her Eidolon on the bleeding one-armed orc. And Slice attempts to get the orc with 2 claws. Slice.
What does the Eidolon look like?
It basically looks almost like a ghost, like ethereal. Like its tail is kind of like ghost-like. It has really long claws and like fangs. And it almost has like a dragon-like head, but it's not like fully formed just yet. So it's kind of like floating around with like long claws and like a fangy-looking mouth and like pointy ears and like an ethereal tail.
It's like a haunter.
Yeah, basically.
From Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. It hasn't evolved just quite yet.
No, it's totally different. Has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no infringement whatsoever.
Totally different.
But unfortunately,
has nothing to do with it.
It misses both of its claw attacks. Okay, so now it is Luthien's turn as he sent out his signal, and he gave you the aura of courage as well, and he sees that none of it seems to be affecting Brock Brutus. So he actually runs to the side of Brock Brutus and attempts to attack the one-armed orc that is next to you as well. And he's actually successful. He actually slices into the chest of the orc that is in front of you and pulls his blade out as it falls to the ground right in front of you. And that being said, is all of a sudden you see a bunch of golden eagles also start to land near you as it seems like the Order of the Last Wall, the Knights of Ozum, have heard the call of Luthien. And as the rest of the orcs begin to scatter back into the forest as they
Brock, your old
run
friends.
away.
You gonna throw me under the bridge in front of them too?
As more
maybe I should do the talking.
As 4 Knights
Maybe
of
not.
Ozum.
I'm gonna let you talk.
As 4 Knights of Ozum land with all, each of them has their own golden eagle as well. As they seem to address Luthien, and he actually goes over to talk to him. And give me a perception roll, both of you guys.
Ooh, 26.
Okay.
A 3.
Based off of those perception rolls, Brock doesn't hear anything, but Fritz does. And you see that Luthien goes over to these members of the Last Wall. And do you know Elvish, Fritz?
No, I don't.
Can you give me a linguistics roll?
Read a book.
I've read a lot of books, okay? I'm a
wizard.
Books. I write books, okay? I write scrolls, Brock, okay? And also with, what was I rolling?
Linguistics.
With the linguistics, I got a 21.
Actually, you're able to pick up some of the Elvish.
Oh, looks like someone's read some books.
As you can see, kind of Luthien looks over and he looks at the rest of the group, and you see him talking to the rest of the crew in Elvish, saying his things. And you can pick up some of the things that are said because Brock Brutus can't be translated into Elvish. You hear that some of the things that he say relate to him.
Sneaky, slacky,
him saying some things. It looks like he's pleading or kind of trying to kind of appease. You can see him kind of pointing. Yeah, he's pointing and you can actually see.
Are all the orcs dead? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they scattered off due to the fact that these 4 Knights of Ozum showed up.
Oh, okay. They ran away. Okay.
And you can see like Luthien pointing to the rest of you guys, saying something.
How close am I to Brock Brutus?
You're in it.
Oh God, you little
what?
Fucking
you're
asshole.
right next to him.
I'm where? Sorry.
You're like
next to him. Okay.
20 feet away.
I keep
I
Fritz
put
away from me. Like I don't let Fritz come near me. Like he's put his dagger to my throat like 3 times today. If I see that little rat fuck walking up to me, unless he's rolling stealth, I'm gonna step away from him. I don't want him near me.
Well,
fuck.
Obviously the battle's over and I can kind of get a good glimpse at Brock being where he is, and I just say, I don't whisper or anything. I just say to Brock, like, they're talking about you, Brock. I wonder if they're going to be friendly. Let's see how this plays out. And I start to pay attention to what they're doing over there.
There's no I go, yeah, Fritz, my name doesn't translate to Elvish, so I heard him say, Brock Brutus. Bet.
And you can see one of the knights
did
of
I
Ozum.
pick, what did I pick up then? Did I pick up with that linguistics check? What did I pick up?
Like you picked up saying like something about like his name, and you picked up some stuff about Luthien kind of like pleading and like kind of like asking for like
get the gist of.
Yeah. Well, then I look and I say, hey, the boy that you left for dead is actually pleading for your life over there. So maybe you should, I don't know, apologize later. Anyways, you can go.
You want me to say sorry? Some shit.
So you see that one of the Knights of Ozum actually takes off their helmet and comes over and walks over to Brock Brutus. And you can see that he has like a scar over his eye, and he kind of has like real rough look to him as well. And he says, I actually used to be a follower of Cheliax as well. He says, know that redemption can be sought in all ways. Know that you may not praise Iomede, but know that if you are going to seek refuge in Lastwall, know that we are going to have to take that blade off your hands. We can't have you holding that thing. If you seek refuge here, we're going to have to hold on to that for now.
I light my pipe.
I go, if this is the cost to keep everyone safe, then I'd gladly pay it. Just like I did previously. And I drop the sword in front of him.
Yeah, and he grabs it and he says, we know that you cannot, we cannot deny what we were born as, but know that you can
I'm also going to roll diplomacy for 15.
All right.
And I'm going to say also that little tiny sneaky rat creature, he was kind of like a halfling. I know you don't trust halflings.
I'm like right here. I'm right here. Hi.
Yeah, I know. And I'm saying
right here. Hi.
He's put his dagger up to my throat 3 times today without. And you might want to disarm him too.
They actually ask for everyone's weapons.
What the fuck, Brock? Jesus Christ.
As they ask for your dagger.
I immediately just like, okay. I give away my weapons. Yeah.
And Luthien is just like, it's a sign of like, we can allow passage if we just give him our weapons. Just please, like.
Fine with me. I have nothing to hide.
These people of Lastwall are a little racist towards the lesser races.
Feels good to be good, baby.
As you see, they're kind of like gathering everyone's weapons, and you can see like Simone kind of hold on to her staff as they like attempt to grab it from her, and she's like. And you can see Blade doesn't seem to be willing to let his katanas go.
Also, I roll intimidate for 19, and I tell everyone, drop your arms and do exactly what the Knights of Ozum command to do. And I give them like a real, Knights a real sarcastic nod wink, like, yeah, is that what you want?
I say wait, and I kind of come up with hopefully a higher diplomacy.
Let's hear it.
Oh, fuck. I put points in this when I leveled 2. Nope. That's gonna be a 12. Not very good. But I try to explain to them that this is part of his religion, and like if you disarm him, you're taking away like his faith.
He's kind of like looking around. You can see. Oh, go ahead.
Tell him, put your goddamn dick grabbing weapons in the fucking pile next to mine and line up, because this is how it's gonna be ran.
As he's kind of looking around, unfortunately, he did roll a higher diplomacy. You can actually see
intimidating. It was.
You can see Blade, Yeah, he kind of like reluctantly. He doesn't seem to be okay with it. But yeah, they grab it and everything, and Luthien is, attempting to kind of like appease everyone. So that being said, listen, we're all welcome amongst the Knights of Ozum, amongst our refuge in Last Wall. Luthien has actually sent notice to us that the Strix needed help, and we answered his call. As far as to why they needed help, he looks to Brock Brutus. He says, "Some can't deny what is born within themselves. Know that early on in this one's life, he came seeking our help, but we weren't able to give him a boon. And we actually have something."
Brayden's face right now.
What?
I'm looking at Brayden's face. He's just like,
no, we tried to teach this one. We tried to give this one the blessings of Iomede, and it never took. And it wasn't until we realized exactly what he was that we realized. I just look at him and go, I look at Fritz and go, saving this one.
I was born bad. What can I say? I like smoke a cigarette. Like, no taming.
We would
Some
like
people
to
just
bring him back
bad.
We would like
George Thorogood over here.
We would like to bring all of you back to Last Wall, as there's something we would like to show you, and also give to you, Captain Fritz, as he looks to you and says, "Your exploits and your diplomacy has actually been told to us through Zero. He actually mentions to us that you're able to restore his faith in Iomede through words alone.
Oh, wow.
The true marking of a paladin, even though you don't commit yourself to the order."
No, I'm sorry.
I rolled diplomacy for 14. I go, oh, wow, like I care.
I tell them that I worship the elements. And I make my hand go all electric and my eyes like glow like with lightning.
And they say, yeah, we've heard of your exploits, and we don't, we're obviously not trying to convert you, but we would like to give you a blessing of Iomede in our temple.
Well, I'll happily receive that blessing.
And he actually looks to Blade, looks to Python, and then he stops at Ezra and Simone, and he comes back to you guys, and he says, well, not all will receive the blessing of Iomede, unfortunately.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
And says, but come, let us guide you back to Last Wall and get rid of these orc corpses, as these seems to be always. He's talking to like the other two, like get rid of these for now, and we will escort you back.
Can I scurry over there and loot the bodies?
Does you really want any of that orcish material? But sure.
What do they have? I don't know. Curious.
An orc great axe.
Scurry.
And that's it.
Yeah.
As you can tell, they're like scouts.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Two, because you killed two of them, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want those.
No, I don't. I don't need them.
And you can actually see Ezra's kind of like looking to like resurrect one of them as a zombie, and she actually is like, ooh, actually. She kind of puts her hands in her robes, like.
Cut that. Let's not do that right here.
Like, oh. Right.
Maybe on the way back. I don't know.
And she kind of like, that's right.
even that's kind of scary.
She's like, oh, that's right. Yeah. And
I don't think they judge you because you're brown.
Yeah, and she goes over to Simone and she kind of like talks to her, but they don't actually seem to care that she's a dark elf.
Or
actually,
that
don't know that she's a necromancer.
Vampire. Yeah.
Well, they have bigger fish to fry. So
I guess so.
They take you back to Last Wall. So it's a relatively easy trek back. Sure enough, they bring you up atop Last Wall, and they don't actually like bring you to their head officers. You're still talking to Luthien. You're still talking to those four, right?
I go, yes, Last Wall.
And so, like, you look around and actually,
yes,
give me another roll save, Fritz.
Okay. 13.
Suddenly, as you enter Last Wall, unbeknownst to anybody else, you hear a voice speaking to you chattering, saying, "We're close. You're almost there. Bring me back. Bring me back."
That's ominous.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear something, Brock?
I didn't hear anything. Maybe it was the sound of a piece of candy.
As you're really not sure.
I don't know what that means.
What just happened?
But, yeah. Just heard a voice. It says we're close. I don't know. Also, are you really that mad at me for reacting the way I did?
I don't say shit to Fritz.
All right.
He's
butthurt. He's mad. All right.
As he actually,
be mad. I don't care.
As Brock actually seems to be heading towards the familiar rhythm of clink, clink,
yeah.
clink,
Forge.
clink. As he seems to be heading towards the forge. Luthien stops you and says, "Whoa, I think you're going."
I got a date with a blacksmith.
And what would you have to do with our blacksmith here? It's not like you have anything of his to forge, right?
Actually, Zero, if you weren't such a dick all the time, you would know that we have adamite that we need to be forged into, I don't know, stuff.
As he actually didn't know of your adamantine ore that you actually have, and because he wasn't there. So you were able to recover adamantine?
From the Chilaxian port that we raided.
As you kind of all look at each other, you fought against them? Like, you raided Cheliax?
And while we're on the subject of it, Zero, or Luthien, whatever your name is, I pulled that sword off of a Chilaxian knight, paladin, anti-paladin. So you're welcome. I brought it back to you.
And he says, "Fritz, is this true?"
There's another lie. That's 7 lies today.
How is that that's not a fucking lie. Like, above table.
You were like,
he did kill him.
To you.
I killed him.
Your intention.
I'm being sarcastic.
Okay. He's just asking
how he came across. What are you, like a human lie detector?
I'm just saying.
Pick up on the nuance of like how I'm dictating sentences and be like, actually.
You can't find something and be like, hey, cool, neat, it's mine, and then find the person that it's theirs, and when they ask it back, be like, oh, here, I brought this for you.
He did give it up,
that's
though, right?
not what happened.
I gave it to him. You don't know my intention. God. Little rat shit.
I'm a rat, dude. I'm calling you out.
Yeah, I mean, you are a goddamn rat, you narc.
I am, dude.
Just a walking tattletale. Like,
as he's genuinely surprised that you gave up the blade, killed a Chilaxian officer to do it, sold out the Chilaxians to save the rest of your crew, although at the expense of the Strix, Luthien's basically wits were able to get him out of the situation. So despite everything that you put him in, we're able to reunite him with his sword. You're actually able to help Fritz as well bring the rest of the crew and back to Last Wall.
Wait, so Brock, are you going to take credit for that too?
No.
Wait. Something that I said? I was the one that juiced Luthien up to go on this thing. You sold his ass out. So don't get to fucking say you're welcome for that.
And I'm sorry, I don't have it in my notes. I don't recall Fritz doing jack shit about anything the whole time.
What? I like juiced him up and like.
No, I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
Okay.
Again, Fritz, you were brought here to receive a blessing of Iomene in our temple.
Yes.
Like, that's how we're choosing to reward you.
I don't recall that.
Also, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm in a holy place. I should be respectful. I'm sorry.
Like, they can clearly see the tension between you two. And
have sex and get over it already.
Make out and get
and
over.
So the captain that looks all messed up and says, clearly there is an issue between you two. But also clearly it seems like the two of you are stronger together. So it seems like you need, this brutal bastard to be able to kind of do some dark shit.
I side-eye Brock, as he says that. I'm just, side-eyeing him.
Let's go.
So he asked...
We both are kind of just
he says, ultimately, now that you are free of the Chilaxian, empire, what are you guys going to do with the Belafonte? Or, excuse me, as I've heard you called it the Black Belafonte.
It's taking me home.
God.
That's what we're doing.
Can we just get him a little side ship or a dinghy to take him home? And then, the Belafonte could just have fun?
As Luthien also enters the room, he says, whoa. Clearly, there is friction. There is a divide between the two. Clearly, I don't trust Brock Brutus as well, but I'll say this to you now. I'm actually resigning from the Belafonte. I'm actually going to stay here amongst the Strix, amongst my order, amongst my paladins, the last wall.
I look at Fritz. I look at Fritz dead ass in the eye, and I just put my hand up on Luthien. I go, tell me if this is a lie. You were the worst ever on the ship ever. You nearly got us killed several times. I'm glad you found a place that isn't home with us. And your presence aboard the Belafonte makes me happy.
Your absence or presence?
Absence.
Yeah.
Fare thee well.
You just kind of I expect nothing less from a soulless creature as yourself.
Was that a lie, Fritz?
I look at Brock and I'm just you ain't wrong, but good luck, Luthien. And and this is a noble path for you, and I'm really proud of you, Luthien.
As he takes off a necklace of his, and he actually gives it to Fritz, and he says, "You're able to take this as a remembrance of myself, and know that you're able to use this
necklace.
You're able to use this to summon." And he points to Marahute, his golden eagle. Use this. You're only able to summon it once, though. So use it when you really need it.
Okay.
And he actually looks to Brock Brutus. And he says, "Actually, there's something of yours we've actually been keeping here." And he reaches into a bag, and he actually gives you a necklace as well. And in this necklace,
sweet.
It is a symbol of Asmodeus, so it has the pentagram.
Asmodeus.
Does he rock?
Yeah. Asmodeus. Yeah.
Asmodeus.
Clearly I've seen your potential, and clearly I can see that you have power. And now that you're able to harness it, you're able to harness your divine boon. He says, whenever you use this, you're able to summon the mount that is yours by right. Seeing as you're a Dhampir, well, you've been denied this until now, as if you touch your little thing, you're able to summon a dire bat.
Whoa.
It's pretty fucking sweet.
As whenever you want, you're able to summon said dire bat as it's flapping above you.
Nice. One time, kind of like mine.
Can I write it?
This is just something. Yeah, this is something that is a spell of his at level 5.
Can I write on it?
Yeah, and give me a write check.
Well, no. Am I big enough to fit on it?
I mean, yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
I want to go wee, just fly around.
It's
okay,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I write it? Give me a write check. No, I just want to know.
Yeah.
If I fit.
But yes, you're able to again summon your dire bat.
You know what? I think in the aspect of trying to bring this crew together, I shall name this dire bat Eleanor as my ride.
He says, unfortunately,
son of a bit. Dude, I'm rolling.
Unfortunately,
whoa, Fritz! It was just a joke. It was just a joke. He's so sensitive.
of a bitch, you speak ill of Eleanor ever again.
And you can see Luthien put his hand on his forehead. He says, unfortunately,
I don't get to bull rush him.
You're in a holy
chill.
place.
We're not holy.
You're right. Thank you, Luthien, for remind me that I'm in a holy place. Yeah, you're right.
As much as I want to choke him, we can't.
Okay.
This isn't the time nor the place.
Is this like Highlander where we can't kill in churches?
It wouldn't be right. They're trying to bestow something great.
I think it's holy ground.
I know.
And they're like,
woo.
It's like, God damn it, why do evil people just get away with this shit? Talking bullshit.
Because we can't stoop down to their level. But, know this, Brock Brutus. On a daily basis, you are going to need to make some sort of appeasement towards Asmodeus to keep everything you have. Know that on a daily basis, there is something you'll need to do in order to appease your god. Now, what that is, I can't say. I never studied the ways. But know that if you want to keep everything you have in the way you are, you're going to need to make some sort of appeasement to Asmodeus on a daily basis. Seeing as Iomed won't accept your praise, you need to seek the ones below that will. Because unfortunately, I can't teach you any of that, as I've never tread that path, nor can Fritz, nor could really, I don't think, anyone on your crew. So if you seek further power,
sounds like a life direction with Brutus, something you've never had. So sounds hard. Sounds
Fritz,
like a life quest.
Fritz, you ignorant slut.
Well played. But yeah, as Luthien seems to be saying his farewell to the crew of the Belafonte, he seems to be rejoining the Order of the Last Ball, rejoining the Knights of Ozone. Nice.
Can that be the episode? Can that be the name of the episode?
We actually, that's 2 hours, dog. I think that's,
Got it.
Cut it. Oh my God. First off, I gotta apologize to the audience and Brock Brutus for being like and Andrew Smith.
Buzz Killington
the biggest buzzkill of the whole show.
Hey, Brock told, I literally told you in the captain's quarters, could you please not tell anybody else? And the very first thing you did was just like, Brock Brutus told me a secret. If you had another...
It was because I saw the Strix coming and I was like, dude, what the fuck? They're coming to kill us all. They're going to fucking meet up with the fucking last wall and they're all going to come for us. That's what I thought, like, that's why I was like, I don't know, man. You're a 7-time liar. So
luckily,
broken my trust.
Luckily, you guys gave Luthien a chance.
That was all me. Don't take credit for that, asshole.
You're welcome.
Based off of Luthien being able to find his faith again, he was able to contact Last Wall, and he was able to get reinforcements to try to get the refugees of the Strix out. He wasn't able to get all of them out, but he's able to get most, and now they're seeking refuge amongst Last Wall. So that ties up that. The Chilaxian government wants nothing to do with you anymore. The Strix are now saved. Luthien has decided to stay amongst his kind, so he's going to stay there. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be a pirate because that's just not his style.
No.
So
in a roundabout way,
what I'm hearing is no harm, no foul.
It seems like what you did, it was fucked up, and they don't want you. They don't want you there. They want to help you, and then they want to be like, all right, now go.
Get
the fuck out of here.
It's just funny. It's just funny coming from Brock.
Funny how it all worked out.
It's like, no harm, no foul.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, boys will be boys. It's in his nature. All these fucking excuses that evil fuckers get. It's like pissing me off.
You lost your sword.
Lost my sword.
They took away any sort of alliance.
I don't think you even have a weapon. Yeah, right now.
Well, we're gonna forge an adamite hat, black hatchet, adamantine, whatever.
So they are allowing you access to their forge.
Cool.
And beyond that, Nothing else. They're giving you your mount that was stashed here because when you're in school, when you were in Paladin school and you summoned it, instead of like a golden eagle or like something like holy, a dire bat showed up.
Sweet.
So when that happened, they're like, oh snap! Like even if you try, you can't. Like you just can't. You don't have a soul.
Well, I mean, I also have to say that like Brock isn't doing he's not making an effort to make anything right with me either. Like everything out of your mouth is like the last thing you did was like a last dig to name your dire bat Eleanor. Like
well, he's keeping the rivalry, right? He's like
I just love
we could have been like this.
I gotta be honest, I'm so angry at Fritz. I'm still like
I've just slashed you and knocked you prone.
I wish you could just see just like Fritz underline like
kill him.
Just you can't see it on the notepad, but it's just like Fritz. Yeah. Fritz exclamation point, like fuck.
That was a fun episode though. I like that the two player characters don't get along. That's like the best to me. Like I've never played a game where we're not all just like, all right, we have to get together.
Yeah.
I like the confrontation. I think
there are two sides, right?
Unfortunately, it's making me look like an asshole. Obviously, the evil dude gets to have all the fun and get away with everything, but I'm like trying to be good, and I'm just like, but wait, no, no, you know.
But basically, the order showed up. They realized what had happened. They saw Brock. They're like, oh crap, here he is again. Like, you know, the person we tried to like recruit into our order, but it didn't work. So he left and he went to Cheliax. But unfortunately, that's when he like discovered, actually this is kind of what he's born to. And like when he went there, it was like, oh crap, like he basically just got into what it is that he was born to do. But he didn't know his heritage or anything like that. Yeah. So it was like the whole time Captain K was trying to protect you, but you killed him very early on.
Well, I just want to thank Andy for creative DMing because I feel like another DM, Brock Brutus's throat would have been slit and he would have been dumped into the ocean like at the beginning. Like, oh, well, everybody's lawful good, so
you did come on the podcast to kind of be like 1 to 2 episodes and get killed, but we had too much fun, so now we have to keep you around. So.
Well, yeah, there's a reason. It turns out you're not a human, you're a Dampier.
Yeah.
Dampier.
Which is weird. Yeah. Well, fucking good job, Andy. Sorry.
I hope so.
Great job.
Sorry, I sound like a bitch the whole time, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Getting lost too.
I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too.
You know? Oh wow. He finally says it. He finally says it.
Fritz felt betrayed.
Was that too hard? Was that too hard?
No, I'm saying I'm sorry you were a bitch the whole time.
I'm apologizing to the audience.
Yeah,
it was
me too.
Character.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to just be like, oh shit, you betrayed us.
Yeah, right. I couldn't be cool with it. What the fuck do you think I'm gonna?
But also,
how do you think I'm gonna act?
Brock had to get that out there and be like, look, this is what happened. This is why I did it. I sacrificed all this to do it. Was it the right decision? No, but did it end up being the right decision?
No harm, no foul. All right.
I'm gonna sell it as a whip.
But he didn't receive anything out of this other than his dire bat. You're the one who's actually getting the blessings from the paladins, from the Knights of Ozum. Yeah, you're the one who they've actually are giving these boons to.
Yeah.
Blessings now you're able to,
which I haven't really got yet, right?
It's cute.
Yeah, you haven't really got it yet, but yeah,
I just have the necklace.
You're in a paladin, but you've been blessed by the Knights of Ozum.
That's fucking.
And like when you leave, they're gonna give you like little like white like capes to wear. Like they're not gonna have the symbol, but they're like, this is our like little sign to you that like we're giving you our blessing. These white cloaks.
Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! I'm stoked. Well, fuck, dude, that was another episode. We did it. It's in the books.
Woo.
Hell yeah!
That was contentious.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, on this one. I swear we're still friends.
Nah.
We're all here. Still friends.
But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, hit us up, whatever. Yeah.
And also, again, Andrew, officially aboard the crew.
Yeah.
He is one of us.
One of us.
But yeah, officially, he's always going to be a part of this now. Brock Breed is here to stay.
For sure.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also, like, next season, I'm going to run Call of Cthulhu, and if life goes the way it goes, we'll see if Andrew's going to be a part of that. But I hope so.
Yeah, so sorry if this one was dialogue heavy, everyone, but
no, it was fun. There was combat. You got some combat.
Hey, it's not about the combat; it's about the people.
But yeah, I feel like this kind of like pushed the story forward, and then from here, you guys kind of decide what you're gonna do.
Hell yeah, I'm down for it, man. But hey, tune in next time to find out what we do on Critical Drinks. But I think it's time to say
bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.